Good evening, friends, my students, subscribers. I greet you all. Today is Sunday, 17th day of January 2021. The time now is 11:41 p.m. West African time. Okay, I want to start the week's analysis. Okay, I'm starting the. Let me start immediately because very soon I will go to bed. Alright, I'm sorry for making the analysis very late. There are many things on my hand. I couldn't get them off on time. I was supposed to be asleep by now, but I must do this weekly analysis so that I won't left anybody in the dark for the week. Those who follow my analysis. Okay. Okay, USD card. This is daily chart. Remember what I said last week, that I'm only looking for buy, that I'm not ready to sell again because it has been going down all this while. But if selling fits your own strategy, you can go ahead and sell. But myself, I prefer to wait for buy setup to buy. On daily, no changes. On 4 hours, you can see I said something here that when this candle dropped after the impulse, the candle dropped, I said that we will likely see a retest of this line or this line. You remember, that's when I put this very tool here. But you see, it exactly touched the first one and second one, and you could not break it. Rather, it turns back without wasting any time. So what's the next action, you may ask? My next action is I am looking for buy setup, and if I buy, here will be my stop loss. So for now, I have no open position on this very pair. I'm looking for buy. Probably if I get a good one here, I will take. If I don't get, I will wait for the break of this very railway track. So the break of 1.284 is the proper place to buy from. That is when this thing, sorry, what I'm saying is that when you get something like this, a break of this place, then something like this, it's time for buy. But for now, I can buy from here if I get a setup, but the best thing is to wait for the break of this place. So let me go to another pair. No time to waste today because I did start on time and I will soon go to bed. Okay, now let me give you 4 hours, 1 hour chart. Give us something good to beacon on. So I'm looking for this move alone is enough to give us a buy setup. So I will buy around here. So maybe by tomorrow or next, I may show you how I bought, if I have bought by then, or how to join the buyers if I'm not to buy. Okay, let me go to the next pair we have. Let me go to the next pair we have. Excuse me. Okay, let me go to that's coin GBP USD. GBP USD. Okay, this is 4 hours. Let's check daily candle. If there's anything new. Oh, daily candles don't change so fast because they take time to change. So the daily chart is still the way it has been. Remember this trade, it went as I forecasted. It touched here, it couldn't get here. Remember I said a close above here we give us a buy continuation, but the breaking this here is doubtful, and it is coming back now. And I said, remember this very blue box, I said we would like it to test the blue box. Let's go to 4 hours. You can see on 4 hours that the price is coming down, and we will likely get it will likely keep coming down towards this very line. It will likely keep coming down towards this very line. So I am looking for sell setup, but sell setup will first come on 1 hour before 4 hours. An ideal sell setup will be the break of this very, let me put a line there. A break of this will be an ideal sell setup, but I will likely enter before the break of here, but it is more risky to enter before the break of this place. So, but as an aggressive trader, I take some risk, though not unnecessary risk, because if I enter the sell, my stop loss will be here. Okay, let's go to 1 hour to see what we have. On 1 hour, you can see this move, just like USD card. This move is big enough to give us sell setup. So I'll be looking for sell setup around here. So for now, maybe by tomorrow or next, I will tell you how I entered the sell, if I had entered by then. Okay, let's move on. Sorry that I couldn't do all the analysis and save the charts as I used to do, because I don't have time to do that. Maybe later, tomorrow or next, I might do that, but for now you can only get the videos, because if I begin to take pictures and do that, I will sleep on time, and tomorrow I will leave early. So GBP pairs are coming down. Maybe either the tracing, or I don't think we will have a break of this line. Remember, I started saying about the selling from here, but it keeps going up quietly. These are big candles anyway, but on market, you have your strategy and you focus on that. So let's go to 4 hours to see what we have. You see, remember I told you a break of this channel will give us a nice sell setup. Now it has already broken. This very WSYXZ has completed. It's going to go further. So I'm expecting a sell at least down to this very line, but it will likely break it at least down to this very line. So if I enter sell, my total profit will be 138.6 or 0.7. So that's for GBP JPY. Let's try 1 hour. Let's see what we have on 1 hour. On 1 hour, you can see this channel has been broken. So you can either place sell stop here, sell stop, sell stop. You can either place a stop here, but mind you, it might do something like this. It might do something like this before it continue selling. So an ideal stop loss on this pair must be here. Here is an ideal stop loss. Here is an ideal stop loss. Reason is that we might see something like this. Something like this might happen. You can see the market move like this, like this, like this before coming down. And if it happens, if it happens, and the stop loss is here, it will here as a stop loss and begin to come down. So you better either set it up or you wait for a pullback up here, and stop loss will be here. Thank you. Pound CHF, pound CHF, pound CHF and pounds and pound dollar is doing almost the same thing. You can see the price is coming down. Remember on the weekly chart, not on CHF. Remember what I said about that I'm expecting a test of this very line, but here is sell confirmation. But you know this daily candle, let's go to 4 hours. 4 hours will give us selling before daily. See this this diagram have been here, so I'm expecting a break of this very trend line. But the point there is that this move is a very big move and it's enough to give us sell setup, but not on 4 hours, rather on 1 hour. But my main bias is a break of this will give us sell towards here, and the break of here will give us a very big sell towards down. Okay, because triangle has formed on weekly chart. Remember when I did the weekly chart, we saw a triangle having completed, but you know weekly daily takes time to complete. Let's see 1 hour. On 1 hour, this move is big enough to give us a setup. But remember, this is an impulse, so the possibility of this being A, B, C and continue going up. So if you're trading this, you must be careful, because this up move can continue. This can be A, B, C, and if that is the case, it can be W, X, Y, and if that is the case, then it will continue going up. But if it keeps moving in a corrective manner, then we are looking for a bigger sell. So that is, we might have a bigger correction, which means this is a B, then B will come here somewhere here, then C. We may have something like this, this is A, B, and the C. So we might get 1.2, 1.2, 21, 22, so 1.2, 1.202, 203, 204. So either we have a continuation from here or a bigger correction until we see the price come down here. So the same thing can happen on GBUSD, but on GBUSD have more space for downside than this. So this very trend line will likely hold the support for trend continuation towards up. But the way market is going, I'm suspecting that we will have ABC. So this line might be taken off very soon. Okay. GBP card. GBP card. Let's go to forward direct because the daily candle have nothing much to give us. Okay. From what I'm seeing here, it will drop further. But for now, I don't know if it will touch this line or it will end here. But I can see it dropping further. Then we will you can see it dropping further. Something like this. A, B, C. Something like this will likely happen. So this is first swing, second one, and the third. Or we might see a drop just from here. It can still come to this very line for it to go up. But because of the break of this channel, I can see we are heading to up move once more. Okay, you can see the daily candle. Okay. If you are selling, stop loss should be here. But you know that I don't think selling this pair makes sense. It's pointing towards downside, but I think selling doesn't make sense because you can sell it from here and it will turn from here and go up, which to me is just a good trade. Once the break of this channel, I'm expecting a sharp move like this again. This kind of move is what I'm looking for. Either from here or after a bit drop, it will happen. So then it is after a similar move has happened, we will be looking for a sell setup. For now, I'm only looking for buy setup, not minding some other pound space are going down, but is a temporary move anyway, but it's gonna be deep. GBP AUD. What do we have there? Okay, remember I said after the close above here will give us a continuous buy. But one thing I see in this pair is that it doesn't move sharp like other pound pairs. It doesn't move sharp, but it is equally good. This bullish invitation remains, and I'm looking for buy only. Though it's not sharp, but I am not selling. So what we might have here is this can be because of W, X, Y. So what I'm trying to say, we might see a sudden break of this very line before the move continue going up. So if I see a sudden move downside, just know it is trying to complete a pattern. So that is only thing that may be so surprised. So that's why if I buy this pair, here will be my stop loss. So because the close up below here will be open room for a further selling. And one about you can see this move is though not so sharp, but it's a very big move from here. Okay, so we might have A, B, C. So this can be our W and A. Sometimes they serve the same purpose, but though there is difference. So those of my students will know the difference, but they are similar. My students know when to label W, S, Y, and when to label A, B, C. They all have a language and they all have message for every chart. W, X, Y has a message for the chart. A, B, C have a message for the chart. But know it, 3 swing. First swing, second swing, third swing. But this third swing, but it's not a must that it will come down here. It may truncate, it may hit here and continue, or even continue from here. And if it continue from here, it means it only made a smaller swings. That's W, X, Y, X, Z, which is a complete structure. So whichever way the market is going up. Okay. The next GBP NZD. Okay, 4 hours. Okay, on the 4 hours we can see this has been an old analysis, bullish confirmation. It means a breaker and the close above here will give us bullish confirmation. Remember I said the sell stop, but the sell stop is not coming very soon, so we will likely have some pullback, then it continues going up. Let me go to daily to see something on daily. Okay, daily we have a channel. On daily we have a channel which we are looking at for now, and you can see the price is going down for a long time, and when price is going on one direction, it will move to the opposite direction before it continues going. So my last analysis on this still remains. Remember I said we will likely have A, B, C, and though you can see market is open and it is pushing up, but I can tell you this push up will not last. We're gonna have A, B, C unless this smaller A, B, C has completed the pullback, and you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is up there. The wave 3 is also in 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So because of this, I'm expecting a bigger correction, which will give us this. For this is the WXY. Then this is A, B, C. So I'm expecting this very C, which will be around 1.887, 888 or thereabout. So why am I saying this? Is that in spite I say the bullish confirmation, I will not buy this pair for now because I'm expecting a pullback. Nevertheless, a close above this swing will give us a buy continuation. Or let me shift this very line to the current bullish pin bar. Sorry, because that bullish pin bar will give us a buy continuation. But for now, I'm not buying yet. I'm expecting another downside before I buy. That's my opinion. You analyze and use your own analysis. USD. Okay. Let me go to 4 hours straight because I do so many analysis. Because of this reason, it's not proper to go to daily chart every day and everywhere. So you can see the price is coming gradually to test this trend line, though not in a speed fashion, but you can see it is coming down gradually. And I tell you, we're going to test this line. So either we get a bounce. If you get a bounce, you look for buy. But if you don't get a bounce, you look for the break of the channel. If you don't get a bounce, I will look for the break of the channel. So it's not impossible anyway. Remember, I forgot ABC, but you can see it's just moving. The downside is something a big stronger than I expected. I expected a nice pullback from here, but it didn't happen. It just made a little pullback and continued going down. I expected a big pullback, but it did a small one. Nevertheless, a pullback is a pullback. Okay, so this have served as B, but normally B is the corrective wave. It normally not sharp, but in market there are exceptions, and things can turn out the way you never wanted it or expected it to be. So what am I trying to say is that this very move will be coming down and test here. So if you are on sell, do not be in a haste to close the trade. Rather, you shift your stop loss to either this place or this place. Stop loss should be here for now, and I did place to place stop loss. Then if you are the type that when you give back your gains from the market, it pains you so much, then what you decide either to close the trade and wait for pullback before enter. But I must tell you, it makes no sense to close the trade now. It makes no sense to close this trade now. Rather, move your stop loss either here or here. So don't close the trade, because we still have more rooms to go towards the south. Okay. What pair again are we trying to touch? It's been long. Okay, let me go to USD. This very pair. Let me know what we have there. Okay. The last time I after this very pair, I pointed out that we are coming down on to wave 5, and right now it seems the wave 5 has completed. Right now the 5th wave might have completed, or my first bias is that the 5th wave is over. My second bias is like that we will have another drop, but once this channel is broken, if this channel is broken properly, then I will no longer be looking for another drop. But right now, another drop is possible. Consider this very rejection. If I have put this very line before, you know that this is a rejection of that line. So if the market doesn't close above this bearish pin bar. If the price doesn't close above this bearish pin bar, forget about buying, because this bearish pin bar might serve as a resistance, and you can see the price go down further. So trade with care on this. Don't trade recklessly, because you lose your money if you do. 4 hours and 1 hour, no difference. I will only think about buying when it closes above here, okay, because it's trying to close above this very trend line, and it rejected it. So that's for Euro NZD. Which pair again are we going to touch? Euro JPY. I missed this trade. I missed the selling. Though when market was moving like this, that time I could not do any analysis, but on my MT4 I saw that this will actually happen. But nevertheless, that is when this line got broken. I know that going up will be hampered. If you always watch my analysis, you know that I always mention a break of trend line. Trend line has a lot to say in the market, and I warn that this line can be broken and continue going down. That's why I will always tell you to look for sell or buy setup. If you don't know what a sell or buy setup is, or how to find them, join students classroom. If you join classroom, you will learn all this and more. So what all this means, that wave 4 has not finished. Wave 4 is still going down. So but you can see it's near to where I sent as an aim validation for wave 4. If it breaks here and continue coming down, then it will no longer be a 5 waves. Then I will rather be looking for WSYZ, but for now I think it will bounce back from here. So that's it for now. On 1 hour and 4 hours, I think there will be no difference on these two time frames. Okay, so these two candles is a sign of reversal. If you have read candlestick pattern, you know that these two candles, this is a sign of reversal, but not 100% sure. So that's why we always look for a setup. This candle is a sign of reversal, but it's not a valid setup. You look for valid setup. So those who have learned wave trading, you know what I mean by valid setup. They are sign, but not yet valid setup. Okay. Do we continue? Ethereum, I'm not ready for that. Dollar index, okay. Dollar index, remember what I said about dollar index last time. Where's my labeling? Where did it go? I remember I said that dollar index will continue going up for now. My labeling is gone. It's gone. Why? I can't see my labeling. But nevertheless, I remember what I said. That dollar index is now going up, and you can see it is going up. I bought this dollar index here, either here or here, but my trade is open on dollar index, and my stop loss is here. So I can see it's going maybe towards this area or even beyond. I don't know. So dollar index might come as much as 93. So if you are on sale on dollar index, be careful and know when to close your trade. If you are on buy, don't be in a haste to close it. If you are on long position, don't be in a haste to close it because it is going up and going up nicely. Okay, what again? Bitcoin. Do I go to Bitcoin? When it does stop, I will not do all this space because I think I have to sleep. Okay, but I would like to touch these two pages, USD and AUD USD. Then I will also touch Bitcoin and gold before I close. Okay, on this pair, I said it will go down, but the way it's going down is not so sweet. But nevertheless, it is going down, but not so sweet. I expected a sharp drop because of this very sluggish move. I expected a very sharp drop, but it didn't happen like that. But the issue is that it is going down anyway, but not as I expected. The 4 hours and the 1 hour will likely be the same type of move. What happened? My network is slow. Sometimes it becomes slow. What's happening now? Sorry for the delay. My network is slow. It will come back and I will complete the page I want to complete. This pair, and what again? This and gold. Then I will wrap up. Oh my god, this thing continue now. Oh, Nigeria. Oh, what the hell? So it has opened. So as I was saying, there's no difference between the 4 hours and the daily candle. The only thing we might have here is something like this. This is the only thing I'm looking at, and nothing more. Okay, here's JPY. Here's JPY. Wow, this pair. All I'm expecting is up move. All I am expecting is up move. I don't have any plan to sell USD for now. I don't have any plan to sell USD for now. If you have such plan, you can go ahead and trade. But for me, I am only looking for buy. So this very move, we might have some delay. We must have some delay, but after every I'm looking for buy. So 1 hour, we can see how it is moving. So the only thing we can see a sharp drop. We can see a sharp drop. Something like this might happen. And if it happened, the next thing will be something like this. Something like this. It might happen a second one. Then we get a buy. So whichever way, all I'm saying is that I'm not looking for sell on USD/JPY. I'm only looking for Y. But this very move can come down here or even here. But ultimately, I'm looking for buy, not sell. Okay, Bitcoin. Remember what I told you about Bitcoin? I still maintain my stand on Bitcoin. What is my stand? That Bitcoin, that now is the wrong time to buy Bitcoin. Rather, you look for sell. And I'm looking for 3 swings. This is 1. This is 2. And I'm looking for this. I can only think about buying Bitcoin when I get this, or even this. But for now, I'm not thinking about buying Bitcoin at all. The 1 hour candle, okay, and 4 hours. Now, almost doing the same thing. They're almost doing the same thing. So I maintain my stand. I'm looking for sell. The Bitcoin will likely come below this place. That's my forecast. My forecast is not I don't have a final sell. I can only make a forecast based on what I'm looking at on my chart. Okay, let me go to gold and wrap up. Gold, 4 hours. Just like on Bitcoin, my stand is that gold is still coming down. That is my opinion, and I still stand on it till now. I can only change my stand on gold if I see a surprise. What do I mean by surprise? A sharp move to me on this pair is a surprise, because the swing has not finished. This is remember, to me, this is the final move on the selling of gold, and the final move always either C or either C or Y, and they are always an impulse. And you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is coming down. The only thing we can have is that the 4 can try to delay the movement, which means we can still have something like this, then a drop. But I am looking for drop, something below this very pair close. I'm looking for a drop below, or maybe almost towards this area. So why am I saying that is that you might have, in fact, the message that I'm looking for drop towards these 2 lines, 1780, 1782, 1763. That's where I am targeting on gold. So as if you are trading gold and you want to buy gold, well, if buying suits your analysis, you can buy. But for me, for now, I don't see anything to buy gold for now. Rather, my sell I opened sell position since gold was here, and it's still open. I'm not in a haste to close it, because I know at least 90% chances that gold will still drop. Okay, I've come to the end of this video. Sorry for that, I could not give you the charts in picture, in snap. I don't have time. So remember to use stop loss as you are trading. Don't overtrade. Use proper money management. Know your lot size. Know the amount you have. Determine the lot size you will use. That is a good way of trading. In trade, a good trader will make little profit every day or every week. Over time, he or she becomes rich. But a greedy trader is a bad trader. He or she will like to make all the money in a day, in a week, and end up losing the money he has. Trade with care. God bless you. Bye.